Wow. Another day, guys. The day after the president addressed Congress. Was that smoking hot or what? You know, I don't care what the Democrats do. They can whine, bitch, and moan. They had it for 4 years, and they got put in their place tonight, guys. The swamp is going away, guys. It's draining. You can see it. You can see it clear as day who the swamp is. You can see who it is. No problem whatsoever now, guys. Even if you're a Democrat, you see the Democratic side just sort of like, what the heck are they doing? You know what I mean? They can't even stand up for young children that have cancer. It's unbelievable, and it's disgraceful. And mark my words, I'm pretty dang sure that this is probably the last time we ever see a Democrat party. Because the American party is going to be there. We're all American. Trump's fighting for America. And you're going to have to get on that because it is where the patriots are, and we love this country, all right? With that being said, guys, hey, we're just going to go over, we're not going to go over the whole entire speech. It was a great one, a long one. Many, many blunders. This one starts with Pocahontas. He starts off with her, well, in my video here, and it just goes over. But with that being said, I don't edit none of my videos, and I say how it is, and I just want to be real with you guys, and I'm not fake, none of that. If I say something wrong that you don't like, sorry. If I say something that doesn't make sense or I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments. I have no problem. I want to have good discussion with you guys, man. That's really what it's all about, is having discussion, Democrat or Republican. It doesn't matter. So with that being said, we're just going to go right into it.
More than that, they're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, after 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
Right here, I want you to see this. This is the guy from Russia. He's been held captive in Russia.
To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past.
It's pretty ironic, if you say the least. That's where Trump got shot.
78 years. I just happened to go there last week. 13-year-old little girl. Oh. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns. They, them pronoun, actually.
The school.
All without telling January.
The school forced them to do that, and without even telling January. That's the lady's name.
January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm surprised it doesn't show the Democrats not standing up on this video. It's pretty sickening.
Thank you. Stories like this are why, shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology.
Right, that's right. If you want to do that, do it at your own house. I don't got to pay for it. You want to pay for it, you pay for it. Democrats don't even stand up over it. Don't even stand up.
I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth.
I mean, do we really have to say that? Why in the hell would you want to do that to your children or our children? The only thing I know is because you're a freaking pervert and you want our kids to be just like you. It's disgusting. Pissing me off. I can't believe you have to say that.
And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body.
Listen, guys.
This is a big lie.
Big lie. That's exactly right. The big lie. The Democrats are pushing that lie.
Total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
Look at Democrats don't even give a shit. It's sickening.
5 nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this.
Hey, just because we got tariffs, we got to remember one thing, or a few things. These countries already have tariffs on us, basically. They're charging us a shit ton of money. We're just getting some of the money back. And why do we have more people that are pro other countries than America? It's freaking disgusting. If you ain't pro America, stay the hell out of my way.
Handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it.
That's right. That's right. He's going to sign it. And that's the thing, guys. We need to that's the leader of the Senate right there. I'm going to skip around a little bit, guys, because this is a long one. You know how Donald Trump likes to talk, really good stuff. But we're just going to skip around because I want to get the whole thing.
Victory of 312 votes. We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
USA.
And won counties in our country.
Hey,
2,700
what do you think about that guy?
To 525 on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
Get him out of here. There's Tom Holman. All right. He's central casting.
Likewise,
look up central casting.
Small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain.
Hey, do you guys notice that most of Trump's cabinet and all his picks are beautiful people? Just the opposite of the other team. Just saying. And then I get yelled at, you know, oh, she's just manly. It's a man. Come on.
Ever recorded a 40
Get him out of here.
Jump.
Mr. President.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions.
I bet you this guy's getting some kickback. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's been a day. I think he's getting kickback. That's why he's the loudest. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think in the bottom, in the chat. I don't have live. It's not live. The chat's just inside this channel. I think he is.
Your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session.
That's the first time I've ever seen that happen, guys. That is so crazy to me. I think the next step is, see ya, you're going to jail.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
It's almost like a movie. It's like, I don't know, man. Get out of here. Oh, shoot. The big boys are back. What do you guys think, man? This is hilarious. Hey, anything to do with Democrats, you have to laugh. Have you ever seen this before? This is crazy. These guys are crazy. If you voted for this guy, you're freaking nuts and crazy. You see how crazy these people are? These people are losers.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
See ya.
Thank you. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
Yes, he is.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many.
That's right.
And what makes it even more impressive is that...
Did you vote for these people?
With everything going on with...
All right, guys.
A pristine chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%. Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr.
I hope he can do some good stuff, guys.
Last year,
pass it through just a little bit.
Has spent by billions and billions.
We're going to go back to
they wouldn't have stopped.
Right here. These young kids.
I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars that other countries were not paying.
That's what I'm saying.
I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization.
Good. Let's get out of NATO. What do you guys think, NATO?
And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council.
I think we should. I think now is the time. Because if UK gets in, Europe gets in.
We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
That's good for Michigan. That's good for Michigan.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term.
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff doesn't make sense why these guys don't stand up. I mean, it's common sense. It really is. I mean, these people, I even personally am paying for these people to be there. In my taxes, your taxes. Why are they not representing anybody? You thinking some of these people right here are representing some people in their states and districts. It's their own agenda. Not one Democrat stands up. How many swing states did Donald Trump win? All of them. See what I mean? So now they're not representing their people. It's disgusting.
And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before.
That's right.
We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Hey, so if I had a job, which I do, and I didn't show up to my job, but I still get paid to my job, does that make sense? Do you know who came up with that? Joe Biden. Man, I that guy. Crazy.
And we've ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good.
Oh, boy. How'd that work out? How'd it work out, Democrats? How'd it work out? Oh, false? They don't even know what the
and
fuck.
I've stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
It's free speech. Hey, when did we lose our free speech? When the Democrats took over. Freaking whining and complaining about everything.
And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
Go figure. I mean, what is this, every 4 years or 8 years, we got to say, hey, English is our artificial
I
language
renamed
again.
the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
I wonder why it was even
And likewise,
named Gulf of
I
Mexico
renamed
in the first place.
for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again.
Mount McKinley.
Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
I mean, that's pretty common sense, I would think. You know what I mean? Hey, that's the one that slept with her brother.
She's
married. We're going back. We're going back.
The members continue to engage.
Magnificent national wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
Yeah. Ilhan Omar sleeping with her brother, married to her brother, so she can bring her brother over here to the United States. Pretty disgusting.
5 nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this.
I mean, he's putting these tariffs on. You don't think he knows what the hell he's doing? I say this in every dang video that I make. You don't think Donald Trump by now knows what the hell he's doing? He's made more money for this country than any other president ever. So the thing is sometimes I look back at some of the things he does, I'm like, what is going on? Then you sit there 1 day, 2 days, 3 days later, and you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, that's right. Canada has 200% on milk or whatever. You know what I mean? So you do find out eventually what exactly his plan is. So, hey, suck it up, Buttercup.
Handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to settle young Angel. With us this evening are Lakin's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren. Last year, I told Lakin's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Really cool.
It's called the Lakin-Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Lakin Hope Riley.
That's awesome, man. Democrats can't even freaking stand up for that. You know what I mean? Freaking disgusting. Yeah, they don't even stand up. None of them.
Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration.
Yeah, I want to see who this young man, that special agent little guy, and it's coming up. It's pretty cool, man. It tugs at your heart, man.
Administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you.
That's because of Joe Biden. Oh boy! Look, they don't even care about your borders. Look,
the media
they don't even care.
And our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation.
Hey, that's what I'm getting at, guys. In the next few minutes, he just points them out. He's like, "You Democrats." It's hilarious. You got to watch this. It's crazy.
Legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Oh, boy. It's all you need is a new president. Oh, man. I tell you what. That's all you needed. There you go, Democrats.
Thank you.
He's got a sign that says save Medicaid, but what is there to save? He's already saved the damn thing. He does more for the older generation than any other president ever. They don't have no leg to stand on. Democrats have not one leg to stand on. You know what leg they have to stand on? I should say one leg. Is chaos. Because there's people that's watching this right now that are literally, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
Just open our borders. He flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America.
That's right. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. We're going to liberate. These guys obviously don't give two shits about your country.
But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June, Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are 2 illegal alien monsters from Venezuela.
I want these people prosecuted, and I want them in prison, death penalty. I don't care. I want them off the streets. I say this every single time. I'm done saying the same shit over and over again. Democrats and Republicans are both shitty. There's just a few Republicans that I think are on the good side. A lot of them are snakes.
Released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open
central casting
order. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter, and earlier tonight I signed an order keeping my word to you.
That's
One thing
awesome,
I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature.
You know, Trump is amazing. Yeah, that's why I love that guy. He's the only president that done anything for us. What do you guys think? Hey, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion. And at some point tonight in this video, they say that recruitment is up like through the roof right now because nobody wanted to do it through Joe Biden. And I don't blame the kids. I don't blame them at all. But I can tell you this, under Donald Trump, I would recommend any sons or daughters to go into the service. It's the best thing that ever happened to me for my first about 8 years. That's the best thing that ever happened to me. And under Donald Trump, now's the time to get in and fight for this country under the best president ever. Now's the time.
Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
You know, he just renamed it for her daughter, man. I tell you what, that is amazing. Watch the damn Democrats. Just watch them. That's crazy.
Thank you very much. All three savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations.
I'm trying to get up here to the 13-year-old.
They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed.
Hey, this kid right here.
To do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast you won't even believe it. Stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then sailing into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies, they're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and tremendously higher tariffs.
Yeah, Trump
than
knows.
We charge
That's
them.
the thing is Trump knows what the hell is going on.
India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily and in so many other ways to South Korea. But that's what happens. This is happening by friend and foe. This system is not fair to the United States and never was. And so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not just one day cost us a lot of money.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us, we will tax them.
Yeah.
If they do non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. It's a lot of that, too. They don't even allow us in their market.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's reciprocal tariffs. That's what it is. You charge me, I charge you. You do 25, I do 25. And that's really all it is. Yeah. So that's it on that. I just wanted to give you some snippets of some highlights of Donald Trump's awesome address to the Congress last night. And I wanted to show you a little bit about the Democrats. I suggest you go through there and check that whole entire thing out. Watch the whole entire. It's a long one, but there's a couple scenes in there that really touches your heart, and it's amazing, guys. Hey, just want to let you guys know that this is all uncut, man. I'm doing my best. I'm a 49-year-old veteran of this country. I love Donald Trump. I love this country. This is all unedited. I don't do this. I'm doing it for fun. I just love the country, and I feel like I get more message out to other people. If you guys would like and subscribe, that would be amazing. I would like to go live, and YouTube, you got to have so many subscribers and all that, and I'm just getting used to that. So if you guys could subscribe, that would be amazing. Give me a thumbs up and chat down in the box where you guys are from, and say hello. And I'd like to chit-chat back and forth. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you tonight, tomorrow, whenever. Love you. Bye-bye.